Yeah, this is about the Ford Escape 2009 6-cylinder 3.0. So I didn't show this in my last video, but I changed the water pump and that fixed my problem. But I broke the shift linkage, which I'll show better, which is right down where I'm pointing. You can see the end here. So you see this end? So what I did is, this might help somebody else, because I've been trying to find videos on this. I can't find it. But, so I think what I did is I took this yellow cap off. You'll know what I'm talking about if you're working on these cars. And then, thinking that was how you took this off. I wasn't sure. So, I'll get to that in a minute. So then when I put the car back together, because the linkage was in the way to get one of the nuts for the water pump. So I thought I had left it exactly like it was. But I had slipped this off. So I put it back on when I was done. And it wouldn't go into gear. So I pulled real hard on the shifter in the car. And it broke this piece. So what I want to tell anybody is I had to get a new shift cable because they don't sell this piece. But then I was sitting up in my house thinking about it, wondering before, because I was waiting for this part to show up. By the way, this is there's the part number for the shift cable. I got it at Ford, and by the way, if you buy it online through Ford, you'll save 20 bucks. If you go down to the parts department, they charge you an extra 20 for some reason. But anyway, so this piece snaps off, okay? Right, it's usually right there. So what it must have happened is I snapped it off and this moved. But anyway, I'm just going to replace it I'm just going to replace this piece. I don't need to pull this whole cable out of here. The only issue I have, so the way it works is you take this piece snaps off. Oops, sorry. This piece snaps off, you snap that on, and that locks it into gear, and there's some adjustments in here. The only problems I can't do by myself is I'm not sure where park is, and I'll show that more. I'm gonna take these hoses off because it's just a lot more easy for me to get down and see that. But you can see here's the same piece. I just snapped that piece off. So if you do want to replace your cable, you have to go, you can see the cable, it goes down there, and then up into the console. Man, I didn't want to take that apart. So again, if you're following this and you have the same problem, because I see a lot of videos, maybe it's a different year, where this piece is worn out right here. Well, if you buy the whole cable, you get this whole piece. 80 bucks. And I guess to take it in and get it down, it's like 800. So I'm gonna just, again, this is a whole different video, but I'm just gonna take this hose off and this hose off and get them out of my way. Then tomorrow, my wife's gonna come down. She's busy. And I'm just gonna, well, I'll show one more view of this, but I think, well, again, I'll have to make one more video on this. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm just not sure where park is. I think it's all the way forward, but I'm not sure. Okay. Trying to get a shot of this. That piece snaps right onto there. That little ball point right there. So what I'm not sure about, I'll try to get a shot of this. Where is the position of this? I think that's park. If that's park, then you just put the cable in and tighten it down. I mean, snap it in place. The other part, if you take this out, it slips into here. That piece slips into, how do I explain this? That slips into that slot right there. And then the way you release it is you just kind of bend this back a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm pushing the brake in. I guess I need to have the key in it, but I don't have the key with me. Okay, she's in the car now. One more time. Go to, what's that last gear? Go all the way to low. Now go all the way to park. Okay. Okay, I fixed it. For anybody else that has this problem, let me try to explain it. So, down here is the shifter. This way, all the way, is park. So put that all the way in park. This piece here, well, you don't have to do what I did. I was going to replace the whole cable, but then I figured out a way around it. But if you want to take this off, you just fold this little tab back right at my fingernail and then lift up. So anyway, put it in park, have that in park. This thing will extend this thing will automatically extend. In other words, it'll automatically be extended when it's in park. Snap it on there. It snaps real easy. And then that yellow cap, just push it down. It's like a double snap, and that's it. It's good now. So the two hoses I had to take off, it was empty. I had to take them off anyway when I'm getting tongue-tied. I had to take them off anyway when I changed the water pump. So I never did fill the fluid because the radiator never got that hot. Thermostat never opened, but anyway. Okay, it's not fixed. It goes in reverse, it goes in forward, but it doesn't go in drive. Low is drive. So, I'm not sure what that means. Low is drive. So that means the cable is coming back too far. So I gotta like preload the cable. I'm gonna try it again. Damn it. I just put it all together. I'm getting to be an expert now, so take it apart again. Okay, I fixed it. I don't exactly know what I did. I just unsnapped that yellow cap and just played it, like going in and out of a park, and then it just caught for some reason. I don't really know what I did, but anyway, if that piece breaks, that's how you fix it. Beyond that, I can't tell you why it wasn't going into gear. It just started to. Is it a computer thing? I don't know. I don't have a manual on this car. Okay, last video on the Escape. So I changed the water pump, just to sum it up. I changed the water pump, I broke the linkage, I bought that cable, I took off the end, finally got it working. I'm not really sure exactly what I did. Some fine adjustment or something. Refilled the reservoir, checked the oil, checked the transmission, checked the brake fluid. This car is back on the road. Now I can go back to the Galaxy. So I was just about to, let's see, where was I? Just about to take the transmission jack out, but then I decided, oh yeah, I gotta put this in, I gotta put the transmission mount in. That's where I'm at.